when you start off at zero, you have to build the skills of speaking on camera, of making content, of even cutting hair. So be thankful for the fact that you're starting at zero and you don't have 100,000 followers, because if you have that many followers, you're going to probably have a lot of clients in the chair or in the salon and you're not ready for them yet. So there's a specific reason that the universe works the way it does. And as you get better, you're going to build up followers. And as you build up followers, you're going to build up your business. And as you build up your business, there's going to be more people speaking about the quality of the service that you provide and the quality of the haircut and the experience and all of that stuff. And if you build it too fast, you're not going to have the fundamental skills required to operate a business like that. So be grateful for the position that you're in right now. And there's a direct connection between where you're at, like your skill-wise, and how much you're making. And if you aren't ready yet, if you don't have the skills behind the chair, but you're really good at marketing, good marketing makes a bad product fail faster. So this happens a lot with the younger stylists coming up. And this is why I feel like they get burnt out. They don't want to do services. They only want to stay in one lane and not expand on what they want to do. It's because they're really good at marketing. Like they got an amazing TikTok. They have an amazing Instagram. And they build up this following. And then people start asking for graduated bobs and short haircuts and bangs and technical coloring jobs, right? Like it's really difficult for them to do. Like gray coverage and red and some other stuff that might be a little more like beyond the fundamentals of color. Like you really got to go beyond your basics. And what begins to happen is they just want to do lived in color. They don't want to do any box side because it's too hard to strip out of the hair. And you could say it's because of what you want to do and you want to specialize in something, but I'm going to beg to differ and say it's a lack of skills, because why would you want to turn down money? If you do this to make people happy and feel beautiful, why would you want to turn that down? So start from zero and grow a huge following on social media. Start from zero clients and grow a huge clientele. And as you go throughout that journey, you're going to learn how to be the best. And as you become the best at every facet of your craft. So if you're the type of person that you try doing a graduated bob one time and now you don't do short haircuts, you're never going to get good at it. So I urge you to try and be the best at everything that you do. And in this field, you could be specialized, you could be departmentalized, but how much value are you really adding to your clientele? At least you have to know the fundamentals of a haircut if you're a colorist, because the way you color the hair has a direct connection with the way it's being cut. So if you don't know how to style or cut hair, you're going to place your foils or place your color in a way that may not really style right. So it's important that you understand every aspect of what it is that we do. And when I talk about we all start from zero, we all start from zero skills. And for the stylists out there who are just starting out, don't try and fast track your timeline. Put the time in and enjoy it. Really enjoy learning everything about this craft. Just because your friend might be super talented and she's a little further beyond where you are right now, it doesn't mean she's better than you. It doesn't mean you're never going to get there. It just means you're on a different time horizon and you're going to come into your own eventually. So don't try and fast track and cut corners to get somewhere. Put the time in needed. You're going to build a very loyal clientele and you're going to really be able to focus on each person and your skills as you get better and better and better. And from personal experience, I wasn't really busy in the beginning. And it was a good thing I wasn't really busy. It's a good thing that social media wasn't around when I was younger, because I'm really good at getting attention. And that's why you're watching this live right now, because I'm good at getting attention by saying mentioned you in the title. But had I had social media, I probably would have not been as busy the later years of my career, because I would have botched a lot of people up. And so I was talented. That's not to say I wasn't good at doing hair. I just was much better at marketing. So if social media was around for me, I probably would have really dove into it back then and built a huge business, or got a huge amount of clients coming in me, and I would have fucked up a lot of people. So I'm glad that it wasn't around back then. Now that my skills are really good behind the chair, it was easy for me to build a big business, because when I did somebody, I retained them. So if you have a problem with retaining clients, I want you to be like, what is it? We talked about it the other day. Is it your skills or is it your personality? So for all you people out there who say, I only have 200 followers, I only have 1,000 followers, I want you to think about it. What would you do if you were in a room speaking to 1,000 people? Do you know how big that is? Do you understand how many people 1,000 people are? Do you understand how many people 200 people are? Think of a packed restaurant, a bigger restaurant. That's a full restaurant. Could you imagine standing in front of everyone just talking to them? Could you imagine doing every one of those people's hair? It's a lot of clients. So I want you to give gratitude for the clients that you do have and the followers that you do have, because there's power in that. And just because somebody has 100,000 followers doesn't mean that they're all going to convert into clients. Somebody on social media could have 300 raving fans, and they can make way more money than somebody with 300,000 followers who don't even really care about the thing that they're doing. They just seem to follow because they saw a funny dance or a funny meme or something on their page. But you can really build a huge business with 300 followers. So I want you to stop looking at the vanity metrics on social media and on YouTube. There is a connection between having a huge fan base and success to a certain extent, but that's not everything. I know people who are in the coaching industry who have like 2,000 followers and do $2 million a year. They have a great email marketing machine. They have like social presence to the point where those 2,000 people are paying for a high ticket product for them. So it doesn't necessarily mean there's a direct connection between your followers and how much money you make. So I want you to ask, like, what are you doing this for? Why are you on social media? Is it to become famous or to build a business? If it's to build a business, stop looking at the followers and focus on the followers you do have, because that will increase the quality of your content. That will increase the likability that you have, and that will increase the amount of conversions that you have when you actually enter into a conversation with people and ask them to become a client in your salon. I promise you, if you just stop focusing on trying to get likes and follows and all of those vanity metrics, you're going to really care about your audience of 10 or 100 or 1,000 or 2,000. And sooner or later, because of the amount of value that you're adding and the quality you put into your content and like where it's coming from, it's going to be heard. And people are going to see it, and they're going to share it, and they're going to love it, and they're going to follow you. They're going to tell their friends about it. So everybody starts at zero. The people who get to their dream result fast are the people who put the work in.